Is New York really famous for these things? Why and how? New York. Just the name brings up images of towering skyscrapers, Wall Street bankers, the Statue of Liberty, and a city that never seems to slow down. But is New York really famous for all of this? Or is there a deeper story most people never learn? Before the skyscrapers, before the stock exchange, before anyone called it the city that never sleeps, this land was something else entirely. Let's find out how New York became New York and whether the fame is actually deserved. Chapter 1. Before New York was New York. Long before any skyscraper touched the sky, the Lenape people lived across what is now New York for thousands of years, fishing the rivers and harbors that would one day hold the busiest port in America. In 1609, Dutch explorer Henry Hudson sailed into the harbor, and by 1624, Dutch settlers founded a small trading colony at the southern tip of Manhattan, calling it New Amsterdam. It was a modest fur trading outpost, nothing like the city it would become. Chapter 2. From Dutch colony to British crown. In 1664, English forces seized the colony without firing a shot, renaming it New York after the Duke of York. Under British rule, the city grew steadily as a trading port, its harbor perfectly positioned to connect Europe with the growing American colonies. By the time of the American Revolution, New York had become one of the most important and most fought-over cities in the entire conflict. If you're enjoying this story so far, hit that subscribe button, because next, we're getting into the moment that turned New York into the financial center of the world, and you don't want to miss it. Chapter 3. Wall Street Rises. In 1792, a group of stockbrokers signed an agreement under a buttonwood tree on a street that had once been the site of a wooden wall built by Dutch settlers to protect the colony. That street was Wall Street, and that agreement became the foundation of the New York Stock Exchange. Over the next 2 centuries, Wall Street grew into the financial engine of the United States, and eventually the entire world. Chapter 4. A Gateway and a Symbol. In 1886, a gift from France arrived in New York Harbor, the Statue of Liberty, a symbol of freedom that would greet millions of immigrants arriving by ship in the decades that followed. Just a few years later, Ellis Island opened as the main entry point for new arrivals, processing over 12 million immigrants before it closed. New York wasn't just a city anymore. It had become the doorway to America itself. Chapter 5. So, is the fame real? So is New York really famous for all of this? The answer is yes, and the history runs deep. Wall Street isn't just a nickname. It remains the literal home of the world's largest stock exchange. The Statue of Liberty isn't just a tourist photo. It's a genuine symbol tied to the city's role as America's gateway for immigration. And the fast-paced energy isn't an exaggeration either. Built from centuries of trade, immigration, and ambition all packed onto one small island. Conclusion. From a native fishing village, to a Dutch trading post, to a British colony, to the financial capital of the world, to a beacon for millions seeking a new life, New York's story is one of constant motion and constant ambition. And maybe that's exactly why, even today, people still say, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere.